Hello, I'm Ross Taylor. In the 70s I was a lieutenant in the 42nd Royal Queensland Regiment. It's an infantry regiment, it's reserves, and I was born in 1947, just after the Second World War. I really didn't have much of an understanding of Anzac Day. I went with a few times with my dad and really watched the occasion, but really had no understanding of what it was really all about. Turn the clock on a little bit further to 1969, and Vietnam was under full swing, and conscription and so forth in Australia. And I put my hand up to join the reserves, and they took me into officer training very quickly. 18 months intensive course there. I studied everything from military law to tactics to your contact drills, your ambush drills, cordon search. Learned to work with aircraft in support and armoured personnel carriers and so forth. And that was great. But part of my training was to look at battle tactics and look at battles that had been fought at various places by Australian soldiers around the world, to look at what worked and what didn't. And that went quite well until I came to a battle that had happened in Vietnam, 1966, August of 1966, in a little rubber plantation called Long Tan. And that was an incredible battle where a company of infantry, that's about just over 100 men, three platoons, walked in to stir up a hornet's nest of around 2,000 North Vietnamese regulars. It was a hell of a battle. It went for 3 hours, and in that time 18 Australians were killed, and I think about 20-something were injured. The battle tactics didn't interest me as much as the faces of the men that survived that. They were the same ages that I was, and as I looked into their eyes and I saw their fear and I saw their anxieties and saw that far off distant glazed look in their eyes of men that have just come through hell and back, it really gave me an understanding of what men in battle, and women of course, go through in every theatre of war. Whether it be the First World War in Gallipoli, the Second World War in the deserts of North Africa, or on the plains of France and so forth, or fighting into the Pacific. It gave me an understanding of the dreadful things that happen in war, and my great respect for the men and women that go and face such challenges to serve our country. They went into places like Korea, Vietnam, into Timor, and of course Iraq and Afghanistan. And today, as I remember the men and women who fought in those battles, I think of the poem that was written back in the First World War. And let me just read this poem to you as I take it. And this was a poem written by Lawrence of Binion. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. This Anzac Day, I will remember them, and I hope you do too.
Still 17 when they gave him a gun and sent him off to the war. Didn't understand what was really going on, or the reasons that he'd be fighting for. Said goodbye to his family, farewell to his friends, and a life little Midwest town. He didn't know if he'd be coming back again to the war with his mates. He was bound, and he was fighting for Australia, for the future and the freedom of this land. And at Gallipoli, the unknown hero, the young soldier man. He had plans that one day he would marry, build a house he'd be proud to call his home, settle down, start to raise a family. He'd work hard and he'd make it on his own. But he heard the call to war and he had to make a stand. It was time to die or defend. Fighting with his mates in a far-off foreign land, he'd give his life to see that battle end. He was fighting for Australia, for the future and the freedom of this land. And at Gallipoli, he died for you and me, the unknown hero, the young soldier man. What greater love could you ask of any man than to lay down his life for his friend? He was fighting for Australia, for the future and the freedom of this land. And at Gallipoli, he died for you and me, the unknown hero, the young soldier man. The unknown hero, the young soldier man. The unknown hero, the young soldier man.